Alright, and we'll welcome back. So yeah, now I'm gonna get this shit started. Turn up the 4 speed so that way don't take it too fast. Zheltorossiya, a lot of shit happens and you need to take things a little bit slow. There's a Don Zheltorossiya. Zheltorossiya rises from the beautiful south of the Pacific, looking towards the west, thinking of Moscow, wishing to retrieve its glory. At this high time, we give ourselves some rest and look eternally. Soon, we shall look towards Moscow, but for probably for now, what Kerensky thinks. There's some troops over here. There you Kucha, damn it. Whoop. A bit loud. Turn that shit down. Get the do this Sablin. He's infantry expert. Troubling reports. It appears that something terrible has happened. Our potato crops have disappeared, our droughts are extremely harsh against our people, and our production is essentially non-existent. Regular sorry not producing anything. We are extremely worried about this recent development, don't know what to do. Indeed. Yes. The new dawn arises and the future looks bleak. So, oh yeah, for the this should do something special with the famine. If you don't solve it in like a certain amount of time, the country collapses into like 4 states. You got Green Ukraine over here. Yeah, you need to get attacked, and they have 2 Ukraines. The Manchu state over here. Pyramor around here. And then lastly Harbin, where I think you can try to reunify the entirety of Russia in Harbin by defending certain one province. Yeah, it's pretty interesting how that works. Russian Congo, maybe they'll unify for once. I don't think they unified in any other games. That very weird. Very, very weird. Anyway, troubling reports. There's been extremely worrying reports coming from the countryside. Till however, at our time now, droughts are in the west, and everywhere except the big cities such as Harbin have been filled with starvation. We need to act quickly, but the government has been extremely difficult to act. We accept the bickering over what to do. President Kerensky unable to do something to do due to the situation of the democratic process. Therefore, Zheltorossiya has found such a way the perfect storm and culmination of drought, bad harvest, and political chaos to result in the worst famine our republic has had to suffer. Oh no! Oh indeed. So the famine, the Russian Republic, that the 8th class people are dying left and right, Chinese people, which we barely gave basic rights, and our collapsing starvation, dying in misery without penny to their name and no food for their family, resulting in working in military aid men becoming harder and harder to get. Indeed. Oh yeah. Before I forget, I did find out that there was some more Red Flood teasers with the French rework. I think there's 2 of them that I know of. I don't think there's any more of them. Oop. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that later. But don't know when I'll do that because I forgot schedule for the podcast. So once I get that down pat, then we can start planning. Well, I guess we, because I planned I want to do that, and I can figure out what days I could be able to record the teasers. Cause that's pretty interesting shit right there. And a lot of people seem to like them. Well, at least my Spain one seem to like that one. Let's build some of this. Well, yeah, a lot of people have been watching. Not much. It's another interesting. I mean, I think it's interesting because like you don't really see much of like anything in Africa, so I think that there's a lot of cool shit. Oh, a firestone. Yeah, that's that'll be good for the people there. Ah, damn. Oh, yeah, fuck, I forgot. I need to produce military equipment. Put some of this shit. God damn it. Oh, forgetful me forgetting to fucking get shit done. Because you can't fucking remember. You get sidetracked on like a bunch of other shit. I think I could promote someone. Nope. Okay, so potential targets. Well, not potential, potential enemies. Japan, I think they might Korea. Korea, I know. I think like both of them can take focuses to go after us. Salvation is over in Madagascar. It's in Popular Republic. That's a cool shit. That was a cool shit. Persia? Actually, I'm kind of excited to play as Persia once they finally get content. I feel like you can make like a pretty expansive empire over all of these fucking. Probably not certain though because Britain. Oh yeah, and I probably will do a playthrough. Actually, I want to do a playthrough on the United Provinces. There's two paths I would like to go down on. And I know which one I want to do first. The Great Famine. An old man was here at the table. Before him lay a small piece of old and dry as rock bread. It was his only meal today. Oh, how terrible life has become for this old man. He already lost his children and wife to great hunger that struck once great area of zheltorossiya. And as he started, tears started swelling. He started eating. Commas a fucking wrong place. Tears started swelling in his eyes. His children, his poor children, they did not deserve this fate. They did not deserve to die such a horrible death. And his Katerina, his once beautiful wife, her malnourished body still haunts him in his dreams. As he finished the last piece of bread, he went outside. If he doesn't find something to eat, then surely he will be next. And despite some of his drunk claims, death is something that he fears more than anything. But one thought still in his hunger-filled mind. Be eternally cursed, you bastard Kerensky. And so now we're gonna be taking hits. In the west, on board area with Mongolia has been utter horror and starvation as drought hits the area. Particularly bad farming period means that thousands have already died or become permanently incapacitated. Yeah, shit's getting fucked, mate. It is the Manchu minority. I don't know if you can get rid of that. It's gonna be the. So these guys do it. So yeah, shit is fucked, and we need to figure out how we're gonna fix that, boys. Have computing. Might as well. Oh, yeah, I forgot about these guys. Yeah, I think these guys will bail if I remember correctly. I was wondering if Prussian Congo will finally unify for once. Didn't get stuck here with the Congolese Republic. It's rocking this nation. Like, god damn. If that's okay, so shit life is in zheltorossiya now, then yeah. Friends come down any path. Let's get you on. Yeah, that means we're gonna see that super event again. This is Montenegro. So there. That's gonna be fun. Ooh. Nice shit's going down in the Tamale. In the east, we now beloved Amur River, known for its fertility and valleys, has frozen up and crops around it died. Don't know what to do. Things are getting beyond our control. It is lots of shit. It's getting beyond your control. Time to boost conscription rates. Man, this is a appropriate song. Beijing compromise. They didn't fucking win that. Let's see who's gonna win this war. Lots of fucking potential for shit. I got radios first. Yeah, construction 1. Civil War, was there anything that was the Empire? Probably not. Because Austrian Revolt happened. That means here goes down the accelerationist or the despotist path. Here go flag. I like it. I like that flag. Taiwan. Done. Yeah. At the Japanese front. Gonna wipe the floor with them. These two probably start breaking away. I know they're gonna get to the Civil War soon. Tetsu probably not change. Looks like the revolutionaries might win. Yeah, it tends to be like a 50-50 split. Let's see. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, I'm gonna say, I wonder what I gotta do. Australia and Australia. Yeah, I wonder if they can be like rivals or something. That would be really cool. You know, Korea. Over there. Korea's People Front. More correctly, yeah, they can go down Juche, which is the accelerationist path. Yeah, you got Vanguard, Socialist, Accelerationist for Juche, and then Anarchism. And now in the central area, despite our best efforts, even our beloved city of Harvard has completely collapsed under anarchy. Only a few neighborhoods filled with privilege find themselves as few scraps of good food, and the rest starve badly. We must do something about this immediately. We shall. To a certain man. Now say this man. Oh damn, that's planned for us all. I don't know why you're doing these fucking recordings. I'm except fucking good today, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. Guess I'm just perpetually tired or some shit. Bucks 7% Eurasia. Yeah. Probably will do a playthrough on that. Because I find Eurasia to be fascinating. Japan follows the revolution. Zheltorossiya, might as well read this, considering. Yeah. The Russian Republic continues its string of misfortune and starvation becomes a fact of life in the Republic in exile. A combination of freak weather, corruption, and mismanagement has destroyed the agricultural sector. Pictures of skeletal children dominate newspaper covering the calamity, and while donations of food are pouring in, it's not enough to satisfy the hunger of the people. This has massively destabilized the nation, as many of them Kerensky for disaster. Calls for resignation are rampant as politicians, businesses, and army, and even bureaucrats jockey for power. The bureaucrats. This features the Zheltorossiya is clouded, more clouded than ever, as extreme measures such as school privatization, state socialism, technocracy, and even anarchy are being openly discussed. That's in praise. That's in praise. And soon we'll get the ultimatum. But before we do that, we'll make a save. I fucked up one time, I'll probably fuck up again. Knowing me, I'm going to fuck this up. Skippity doo da, skippity day. I'm going to fuck up this again in this fucking game. Well, should we? I think we should go after Yakuza, because there's not really much that they can do. They have piss poor manpower. There's not really much for them. So, what do you think about that? Let's give the ultimatum. The Supreme Zheltorossiya Soviet is enough. Kerensky must resign for the world in our Russian Republic, so the Supreme Soviet can have some form of unity and realization of programs to save people from this horrific famine. We must do something, and now's the time to do it. Indeed. Now shall be the time of the thing with shit. Oh boy, it's gonna be quite the it'll be quite the interesting series of events that will lead to this moment. I'll pump out the one and I'll move. How are you, man? Yeah, I remember you from TNO. I don't know if I'll do playthrough on TNO. I might once fucking update like Europa and Arbin and all that comes out. Or TNO. But see all the shit that I've been hearing about TNO, it really doesn't look like it'll be something I'll do. So, the ultimatum. Kerensky is often looking to care for the people. However, his welfare inaction has caused the famine in Zheltorossiya, resulting in thousands dying of starvation. After the perfect storm of droughts, imperfect infrastructure, and lack of government action, has resulted in absolutely horrific situation with Zheltorossiya near complete collapse. The Supreme Soviet Father subsequently sent an ultimatum to Kerensky demanding him to resign immediately and give power to the Soviet to decide the future of Zheltorossiya. An emergency council will seek to deal with famine as soon as possible, and so, after receiving the note, Kerensky looked to his window in his home harbor and decided to resign. And so, Kerensky resigned. Goodbye. We will never miss you, you vile, corrupt social democrat, despised populist, and enemy of the people. Indeed. I have no need of you. You have somebody else that can do it better. Oh yeah, the Trotsky's in here as well. So, Kerensky has resigned. After quickly realizing that now the Supreme Soviet was on his side and that his position would not afford him any safety, Kerensky proclaimed that new elections should be held and that the future of the Russian Republic hangs in the balance. He was ceremoniously given the reign of power to a vacancy in Harbin, taking his things from the Soviet prison office to a hotel, staying there for the next week. Subsequently, various groups in the Russian Republic vying for power, including military cliques that believed in various transformation of Russian society. The Red Cadets would be the elected winners of any election, as many people were completely disillusioned by Kerensky's SRs in demanding capitalist freedom. However, an increasingly large group of people led by utopian socialists such as Alexei Gastov and Lev believes in pursuing socialist principles more strongly, predicting Kerensky's moderate supports. Do not believe that now is the time for elections. Instead, action must be taken by the Soviets, while the next president selected by politics and not plebiscite. The authoritarian streak to Gastov leaves many uneasy, but the center-left party seems unlikely to resolve the bickering long enough to undercut Kerensky and take the leading role in government. As stated before, the fate of Russia now lies in the balance. The Soviets uphold Kamenev. And so with that, a new premiere. Do this later. After Kerensky's resignation, the previous Soviets appointed Lieutenant Colonel as the new premier of Russian Republic. His socialist platform saw the Z party in and out of the government coalition in the pact for the last few years. Now he is the Soviets for well, it's not well. The opponent may be convincing with socialists, but internal disagreement over policy and political allies in the fascist Congress lead to rumors of a move to remove Kamenev, where the ONL, SRs, and IPK will be the ones to do it. I mean, scenes for now, Kamenev said about the famine relief efforts and reorganizing bureaucracy to serve the regional Soviets in South Harbin. It is time for action. It is time for Soviets to serve the people once more, as always intended with our revolution. Together we will see the Republic into a bright future. No ambitious officers of capitalist trade will stop the people's justice being brought to Russia. Now that the Republic finally a stable leader. Maybe. The so-called populist state, the movement of technocrats from the Zheltorossian Labour Party, they advocate for meritocratic top-down system of government mixed with social economic policies. Their leader, Alexei Gastov, is known as an unusually unforgiving fellow with eccentric ideas and intentions of his own. What shall we do with this electric gas oven? Possibly a lot of things. No wonder. Someone from that war. That's the shit going down, mate. Get that now like wishing pack just in case. Let's get that Civ factory. Hell yeah. Them civs in the factory, ooh. Aggressive assaulter. Offense and charisma. Be fucking beating the fuck out of everyone we see, eh? Oh, a firm hand. Predicament of the ship is already off to a rocky start. The initial support from other socialist parties is withering, as the recovery efforts are floundering. Soviet delegates squabbling. Alexei Gasov and his IPK have made quiet overtures to the Desert Party to allow their members to take the reins in a peaceful power transition. Meanwhile, the other socialist factions are refusing to cooperate without concession. The choice now falls on the president on how to proceed. Step aside, Mr. President. And so, Gasov addresses the Republic. Upon the resignation of Mr. Kirinev, a strange thing occurred. At the direction of the IPK and several military units encircled the government district in Harbin. A coup, surely. Hours passed and nothing happened. Then a radio broadcast began. It began with a song instrumental played on the piano with a strange ticking sound harmonizing often with the din. After some minutes, a shot rang out over a silent harbor, and the voice of Alexei Gastov came over the airwaves. Far from the reassuring voice of a strong leader, Gastov introduced himself almost timidly. He proclaimed the IPK's collective leadership of the Republic. He laid out an ultimatum to the opposition to abandon their efforts at seizing power from the appointed president. He then named a long list of traitors. His voice was calm and rhythmic. He intonated as though he were reading a storybook. Once the list was complete, he spoke of a great collective design to the Proletariat. To get plans for the Republic and the rule of every single person had to plan the great future revolution. Here, his calm voice seemed almost passionless. Political rhetoric was quiet conviction, no pompous bruising. He ended his speech by declaring again, in a natural calm, that there was no longer room for bickering and deviance from the past. That the Republic could only survive if each person fulfilled their role in the great machinery of life. That we all must become we. We indeed. So with that, I'm gonna end the episode early. In course of time anyways. So yeah. Gustav has been elected into power, and boy, won't it be quite the time. Anyways, I'm the Mayos. I'll see you guys the next episode where we get this shit down.